Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source News and Entertainment with a buzz. So there's been controversy, questions being asked all over social media. Is the king of dancehall, Vice Cartel, girlfriend, see them really pregnant? We've heard rumors, we've heard propaganda. However, we have not heard any sorts of facts. We've seen picture in which it shows she have a bulging belly, look like pregnancy. However, we know that we live in a very technologically time. So this is the latest picture that was put out there. There was also an audio that alleged that Vice Cartel was confirming that she was indeed pregnant. This is what the audio sounds like or sounded like. Take a listen, take a look.
As a nation, I have to tell you what I'm going. My fiance pregnant right now.
Well, people, you heard it from the horse's mouth. But then again, technological age, AI age, was that actually Vice Cartel saying that? Yes, people, it was Vice Cartel saying that. However, it was not said in that context. I want you to take a listen, take a look to the actual video in which that audio was dubbed or removed and then used with that picture or used to say that she is actually pregnant. This is exactly what Vice Cartel said, and this is the circumstances in which he said it. Take a listen, take a look.
As a nation, I have to tell you what I'm going. My fiance pregnant right now. But the bad mind people, them carry the belly.
So people, this is my disclaimer. Is she pregnant or isn't she pregnant? I cannot really tell. But what I do know, when it comes to social media, believe half of what you see, half of what you hear, especially with the advent of AI technology. We just don't know. Even what we see might not be so. Even what we hear, same way, vice versa. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is based on a post that was made by Alkaline's publicist. And this is based on a reaction from an interview that was done with Anthony Miller, where somebody that is in the music business, I think a Canadian promoter, had a few words to say about Alkaline being the new prince or the prince of dancehall, Vice Cartel being the king. That was kind of controversial on social media. So we saw that Alkaline's publicist said or responded to Anthony Miller's interview and said, Alkaline is not a standoffish person. Alkaline is not inaccessible. That means that people can reach out to him, specifically people in the media. Him keep himself to himself. He is not doing what is best for business, meaning promotion. I want you to take a look at what this man said, the yin and the yang of Alkaline's strategy, formula in the dancehall, and the type of power that he has, and if he's indeed the new prince of dancehall. Take a look.
He is the one that's leading dancehall.
And you know, back in the day when they were talking about Bob Marley, there was the crown prince. People thought that was Dennis Brown, who is the crown prince of dancehall.
I'd say Alkaline. Every single Alkaline show we've done, which is about 6 of them, we've sold out every single one by bringing that gentleman on stage. And he, no matter what, he doesn't have to sing a song, he sells.
Cartel talks to everybody, reaches out, is friendly to everybody, is accessible. Alkaline is inaccessible.
That is true too, and maybe that's a part of his, je ne sais quoi, the fact that you can't just reach out to me. But yes, I would say that would be my crown prince of dancehall right now, and I would say Cartel is the king.
So people, we've seen the post that was made by Alkaline's publicist declaring that he is not out of reach. He is not selfish. He is not accessible to the media or his fans. He just does not trust the media, and maybe he don't even trust some of his own fans. Maybe that is the reason why he left for United States, no longer living at Jamaica. And we see that Jamaica is a danger. Vice Cartel left, Alkaline left, Mavada left. Most artists are trying to take for themselves or stay away from Jamaica as much as possible. So there's nothing wrong with that. However, here's the thing. It is kind of weird for me to see Alkaline's publicists bashing Anthony Miller when Anthony Miller was the same stage that Alkaline went on when he declared his black eye, declared a whole bunch of lies, declared that he does not respect and have no sorts of mentor or nobody that he looks up to in a dancehall. That same strategy worked for him. However, what happened, after you tell a lie, as in the black eye, and then people realize, say, Ross, him eye never black for true. He never tattoo him eye, which was pretty much physically impossible. You would be blind even if you try to tattoo 2 little dots on your eye. Probably exaggeration. So what Alkaline realized is that when the people catch up on him lie, whenever he would do any sorts of interview, they would ask him questions that he did not want to answer. And if he was not controlling the narrative of the interview, or could only be asked a certain question, then he was not comfortable because the people was drawing him out on his lies, which were many, many controversy. So him decides it is not in his best interest. His team decided that it is not in his best interest. Because there's a thing that is called, there is no bad promotion. So whether you go and you do an interview and you lie or the people catching a lie, but whenever you declare yourself that you tattooed your eye and it was a big lie, you were asked many, many times, you just don't want to face the music. You just don't want to sit in that hot seat. However, we see him do interview years later with other media group. However, he is not giving anybody, no blogger, no Jamaican media group, any sorts of interview because he does not want to be caught in his many, many lies. So that is the reason. It makes absolutely no other sorts of sense other than that, and that is the reality. Whether you want to believe it or not, that is up to you. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, this is exactly what happens when fully dance goes even fully done, Sarah. I am speaking about an incident in which dancehall artist Jamal Dunsman, who was in UK, I think, performing, did a music video, maybe he had performances there. At one of his performances, there was a man at the stage, looked like a big baller, based on the ears ring, based on the jewelry. And he decides that he was going to do a live performance version of Money Pull Up. He decided that he was going to hand Jamal some money. And it seems as if Jamal thought that that was disrespectful. I want you to take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Respect you. Respect you. See, calm down now. Respect you. Wednesday, Zen catch you. May I tell you something? I want guns, man. See, this one may work, it work different.
So people, like I said, the theme of this, when fully done goes fully dancer or danceress. Because here we see, this is where hype, this is where a full mentality, gangster mentality gets the better of you as an artist, meaning Jamal. So when we try to kind of analyze what went wrong, this is in my opinion as somebody from the streets. What Jamal thought that this man act like him a look some sorts of assistance financially. This man disrespect him as if him broke and in need. Or even worse. This man, I think say Jamal, which is a rich chopper, rich dancehall artist, I go take something from a man. So whether it is his fishy insecurity or financial insecurity, trying to prove that him have it already and him no need nobody to tip him or sponsor him. People, at the end of the day, this man had good intention. This man did not think that he was disrespecting Jamal by offering him fishy assistance or financial assistance. He was just doing it as a fun, like he has probably did in a many money pull up or many artists performing on stage. But maybe Jamal was thinking, this man a fling money or a half of my money like me a go at the script club. People, whatever is Don's analysis is, I don't know because I am fully bright, fully street, fully smart, not fully fool. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, earlier in this video, I showed you a promoter from Canada that it seems promote a couple of shows with Alkaline that has been successful. And I let you hear his opinion, and he claims that Alkaline is now the crown prince of dancehall. Vybz Kartel is the king. I agree with one of those 50%. Vybz Kartel is the actual king. However, there's a toss-up, controversy, mixed review as who is the prince or crown prince of dancehall. I am going to let you hear what Nico Fire has to say, and then I am going to give my piece. Take a listen, take a look.
So I want to be real with me. Because me one brother upon Anthony Miller, he show say Alkaline are the prince of dancehall right now. But me think say him wrong. Me know him wrong. You can't say no prince and you put popcorn. Popcorn are prince of dancehall, but I want to hear what you have to say. What you want to say? Because me I say popcorn are prince of dancehall now. So what you want to say? Me need to know. One prince of dancehall a popcorn man. They unruly. Alkaline reach a level 8.
So people, this is my disclaimer once again. An opinion is like an arsehole. Everybody have one. Your opinion is respected. However, when there are facts to substantiate other than what you think in your deluded mind, then it seems as if you must be in deep denial. The promoter, he has ulterior motive. He is a promoter of Alkaline's show. So therefore, him have a vested interest in promoting the artist that he is a business partner with. So maybe he is in denial. Because when you check the statistics, POPCAAN versus Alkaline, two big artists doing major things. POPCAAN would more qualify for the prince based on his resume of work, based on his touring, based on everything as it pertains to music who has gone further. No denying that Alkaline is doing his thing. However, Alkaline compared to POPCAAN is not a fair thing. Alkaline probably compared to Massicka, it might be toss-up. Based on the recent body of work, Massicka would probably have the advantage. Based on the bigger body of work, Alkaline, yes, career-wise, it break more grounds. As to who have more hits, I would have to assess and analyze that to come up with a conclusion. However, to compare or give Alkaline the prince over POPCAAN would be asinine. It makes absolutely no sorts of sense. And again, this is my opinion. And again, like I said, everybody is entitled to their opinion. I cannot come on my channel and blog your opinion. So therefore, let me know what you think in the comment section. Point blank and period.
Where you get that from? Where you get that from? No for them, I don't feel like say una some top notch like una fi run come and run certain joke and Gage no feel no way about that because me I give woman be a kissy face at night time when time she come up on the live and my woman are pregnant but I over here somebody and me I tell her say I want bring her go a Bahamas and but Gage no feel no way about that. Me a man dog, man, I want you bro. Man, brother I find my brother and talk call my blood clot name. But forgive Gage. Did I come and ask who no for I never remember say this man and they go up and they have to tell my man call me name, brother.
So the next thing that is popping in the news, we see that controversy is brewing on social media, specifically TikTok once again, one more again. And this is based on a conflict that is going on between World Dog and Gage, wherein Gage said that his girlfriend was on a live, and World Dog came on the live and was telling her that he wants to take her to the Bahamas. He was acting as if it was a joke. However, Gage did not take it not serious. But it seems as if it is a habit of World Dog. So I want you to hear what TJ has to say as it pertains to World Dog dissing him, he's dissing back World Dog, vice versa, and how World Dog was in his girlfriend's DM and looking her. So people, take a listen, take a look to this controversy and drama, and then I'll give my piece.
How would that, real dog? Sorry, them never him 2 more time.
No, TJ, I can't say that.
What you mean? No man, him forget 2 more man. Just like when I say I should get 2 more bucks.
Government investigator. I want him today. I want him.
You can't cartel unless you're rich. Are you not richer than me?
Who that?
Half richer than me. You're not quarter richer than me. You don't even 12% richer than me.
How would that, real dog? Real dog a bad boy, man. Real dog just...
No, man, not listen, not listen.
No, man, as tomorrow start me this, man. I'm sorry, them never 2 more time.
No, TJ, I can't say that.
What you mean? No man, him forget 2 more man. Just like when I say I should get 2 more bucks.
Well, I fear I still, but...
Yeah, I fear I.
You can't say that over my life. You ever go say that over
Oh,
my life?
yeah, because, okay, true. Tomorrow when I start my life, I talk about it.
I remember saying remember, you know.
The boy a talk about DM Maya, like say, you don't want to tell the people them say no look Maya to, you know. More me I bring him down still.
Him just
Want to look Maya, dog.
well, man,
Yeah, but me never look female, man. You see female, man?
eh?
You see female, man?
No?
The man has day break, man. Come see him there do something like a sneak. All you my this to you, know, dog.
A boy can't diss me.
Man, I try to kick with your foot, dog. Your man don't say, yeah, boy, I don't know.
A boy can't kick on my foot. Oh, yeah, move like... I joke him on man. Oh, yeah, move like you want...
No, yeah, joke me I make to him. Just a this man a joke. But just like him say, I should get little more beat up, little more 2 bucks. Him could have get 2 more No joke me I make, man. So why me can't run the joke? That more, oh, dog, how you allow if you run joke and me can't run joke?
If people have not joke me, I make.
What joke me I make to dog?
But you never run them joke there yet.
So then no, I can't start run them now.
But that's not joke on them thing there. If
No.
him say that that's not joke, or if you say that that's not joke,
I saw me pre-life. If a boy say I should get 2 more lick, a boy can get 2 more shot, laugh it off. You mean? That's how it go. 2 more lick, 2 more
So people, there you have it. World Dog habit is looking people, woman. Him do the same thing to Gage. Gage come out and there was a whole bunch of backlash. And TJ said he had that experience with him looking his girlfriend, Maya, I think her name is. Here's my take when it comes to World Dog and when it comes to TikTok. These youths don't learn. We've seen several of them back to back lose them life because their loose slip make them lose them life, and sometimes unjustly. However, when it comes to World Dog, we see him beat up himself, get caught up, beat up himself again, almost lose him life, lose a friend. The friend loses life just because of him. When you talk about the definition of a snake, definition of a backbiter, definition of a piece of ish, somebody that no one should ever trust. If you're looking at the dictionary and look for wicked youth, look for backbiter, look for backstabber, look for snake, you would probably see a picture of World Dog. However, whenever you are a narcissist, you always point the blame at somebody when they are exposing you. You always act as if you are a victim of the circumstance when the fact is that you are an initiator. You was the aggressor, but then you cause trouble and then you run a hide and a plea and a talk about people attack you. That is World Dog definition, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.